Hey, good Monday morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to the MLive Snowy Morning Update brought to you by Lush Lawn. I guess we have to call it a snowstorm in places, especially the thumb down into the Detroit area. I would call it a snowstorm, but I will let you decide if you want to call it a snowstorm. And not extremely abnormal. I looked, and in southern Michigan, the average last date of a measurable snowstorm is around April 8th to 10th. And we've had several April measurable snowstorms. So, it does happen, but we don't want it to, right? All right, so here's the radar. Joanna is done with snow, and Gaglia is done with snow. Um, hey, Ray Charvat. Venice, Florida. Someone's still there, and yeah, maybe wait till the weekend. Come back. I'll show that to you here in just a minute. And good morning, Alex Bush. Flint getting 2 inches or more. Yeah, I would say yes, probably 3 inches in Flint, but it will melt. This is the one thing that we have to remember is that the snow will stick when it's coming down fairly heavily. It'll stick at night, and during the day when it stops, the ground will be melting it. So it's a real transient thing. All right, so what we're seeing is Holland right now reporting moderate snow, visibility half mile. Grand Rapids flurries, Kalamazoo, Benton Harbor, both in snow. So, even though it's daylight hours, it's still snow. Now, what's going to happen is we'll see the snow pick up in the eastern side of the state during the afternoon. And again, that is kind of the most bizarre part of this forecast is that you'd think during the day we would transition over rain, but we're actually going to get colder aloft and transition to snow. So here's noontime. And the thumb could have rain, but Saginaw and Flint could be getting into the snow. Lansing, certainly the snow, Ann Arbor. And as we go to 3 o'clock this afternoon, that's when the snow really is expected to settle into Detroit and into Tuscola County and Huron County, Sanilac County, Flint area, Ann Arbor. As it tapers a little on the west side of the state, you could get some rain mixing in there, but still snow off and on through Traverse City and the north. Actually, the entire state, some off and on snow. This is 6 o'clock this evening. See how the thumb continues to be in the blue? That's the moderate snowfall, and that's why the thumb is targeted for the heaviest amount of snow. And as we go toward 9 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock, the thumb still getting the snow. Other areas getting snow showers, but starting to wind down. Grand Rapids in the lighter snow. Alma, Ithaca, Lansing, maybe in the lighter snow as well. Hey, good morning, Melissa Madison from Howell and John Crispell. Thank you for watching. And Margaret Crittenden from the West Branch area. Thanks for watching. Edward Harmon also. Good morning. All right, so that is our one model that only takes us out 18 hours. Now here's our model that takes us out farther so we can see when this will all come to an end. And we go through, and it's about the same. This is 4 o'clock this afternoon. So 3 to 8 o'clock is when I think the heaviest snow will fall on the east side of the state. And on the west side, you're going to get just occasional bursts of snow. This is 9 o'clock tonight, and it's still snowing in the UP, or I'm sorry, in the thumb. I want to say the UP because that's where it should be. Sugar Island shout out, wherever Sugar Island is. Good morning, Chris Palmer. And then Tuesday noonish, it should be over, and it's all done after that. Then we start a warming trend, and a vigorous warming trend at that. All right, so We'll look at a couple of models here for snowfall totals. I would generally call it a 3 to 6 inch snow in the thumb, Huron, Tuscola, Sanilac, Lapeer County, uh, into Macomb and St. Clair County, and then 1 to 3 inches surrounding that by a county or two, and then an inch or a spotty 2 inch in other parts. But here's that high resolution rapid refresh. It doesn't encompass all of the snow, and there you can see maybe Saginaw and Bay City get in on the 3 inches. Let's see, the thumb, 3 inches or so. You get down toward Ann Arbor, and an inch or 2 inches, you get to areas of Traverse City and Cadillac, and you get that same kind of amounts. Here's maybe a little bit better of a look, a closer look. This is the North American model, and it's been a little bit heavier, but with what we're seeing on the radar forecast, I think it's certainly possible. This is on the higher end. Okay, so this is probably the top end. I'm sorry, Michael Predmore. I know I'm not real popular right now. So, this is the top end. 7 inches widespread in the thumb. Other places, 5, 6 inches into Detroit, 4 inches into Ann Arbor, Saginaw and Bay City and Flint, 3 to 4 inches. West side of the state, you got patches of 2 and 3 inches. But again, remember, you can get a quick couple of inches of snow in the course of 3 or 4 hours, and then as it stops, it can go by fairly quickly because the ground has warmed up and the air will be above freezing when it's not snowing. All right, a little bit extended of a look. Here's our snowstorm coming through, and then Wednesday we turn real nice and the warmer air starts to come our way. Wednesday night, Thursday, we get a rain coming across the area on a cold front that doesn't bring colder air, and then the warm up ensues, and we get into Saturday, and we are into the warm sector on Saturday, southwesterly flow, and total about face. So leave the snow if you don't have to shovel it, because Mother Nature will do it for you by Wednesday and Thursday. Show that to you in just a moment. And we're into early next week, and we're still into some showers. And is the snow done? Well, now remember, what I'm showing you out here is 8 or 9 days out, and it could change dramatically, but it shows another chilly blast of air, so I can clean it up and make you not really hate the weather pattern right now. This is next week, April 27th, 28th, and yes, folks, if this were right out at 10 days, it's a good model, and if it's right, we're talking we could have some more snow showers as the cold pocket just slowly fades away, but that's April 27th right there. Ouch. All right, today only in the 30s. Tomorrow in the 40s once the snow ends. Wednesday in the low 50s. Thursday in the low to mid 60s. And Friday in the 60s. Saturday in the 70s. This model wants to say we'll come close to 80 degrees. Possible. And then Sunday in the 70s. Monday, look at the cold front. Near 80 in Detroit, 50 in Traverse City, and 37 in the Keweenaw Peninsula. And then Tuesday, that cold air advancing toward us, and next Wednesday, April 27th, that would be record cold if we had only highs in the mid-30s. Don't freak out too much on that, because again, that's quite far out, and what I've been noticing is that just little adjustments in the hemispheric pattern cause a big adjustment in the forecast on these models at 9 and 10 days out at this time of the year. That's very much to be expected. But for now, we got to say the models and everything nailed a pseudo-historic snowstorm, probably going to be in the top 7 or 8 of late season snows for the Thumb and the Detroit area. Not unheard of, but it's going to be in that top 10. And the model's got it 8 days out or so. So it's going to come to the point, I think, here in the next year or so where I just have to work one day, Monday, give you the 7-day forecast. It's right on, and then I'll come back with you the next Monday. How does that sound? It's actually getting close to that. There are always updates, but it is certainly getting closer to that. Hey, thanks for joining me, everyone. Diane, Dawn, thanks for watching, and Vicki Gibson and Alex Bush. Hey, we appreciate you too at MLive. We need the viewers and the readers. Some friends got back from Florida yesterday. Boy, what a shock there. All right, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Lush Lawn. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. More posts on the snowstorm today, and it will need tweaks and updates so we can fine-tune where the heaviest falls, where it'll be a little bit lighter. So watch the website for that. I'll have more information as the day progresses. Take care.